And throw. He's number 5. Brandon Ross is the running back, their leading rusher. Buckeyes blitz off the corner. No flag down. That was timed perfectly.
Keep coming after him, timing up like that.
C.J. Brown gained 3. Aaron Lee, the blitzer. Well, they won't do that as consistently as Ohio State today. And Brown gets... Brandon Ross gets
win their one-on-one battles all day against this Maryland offensive line, so they'll stay in that 2-deep look.
Fake the jet sweep. They take a deep throw, and it's over 10. And a lot of movement by the Ohio State defense. And another blitz from Lee, the linebacker, and a deep throw, incomplete. As well, he knew he was going to take a hit as he delivered. A good field position on the kickoff out of bounds from the 35. Brandon Ross finds some room. He has excellent speed.
Brandon can hit it and go.
23-yard gain. On a delay, Ross
him better because of that speed, but Steve Miller's done a nice job of filling in and being consistent.
C.J. Brown, the fake, sets up a screen. And the Buckeyes ready for it today, so they prepared for it. Brown on the design roll got smacked as he threw it incomplete in the direction. C.J. Brown out of the gun, and they didn't rush many, but they rushed. Loss of 6. Brown handed it off. Kenneth Goins Jr.
He can play, he's versatile too. He can play defensive end in the NFL or inside 3 technique.
Just a 3-man rush, and still they force Brown to step up. He throws a wobbler up for grabs. But running plays on first down for Maryland. See if they mix it up. C.J. Brown goes to a play action pass, and the senior made the tackle.
Well, if you can't block or pass protect, then you can't run play action, because it takes a long time to develop. And you see C.J. Brown, his head turns away from the field downfield. He can't find those offensive linemen in a bind.
Second sack of the day. Miller's been a force today for the Buckeyes. Big. Through the air last week, the Buckeye pass defense has been terrific, and it helps when you can rush like that. Joey
with a swim every time. Take a look at Joey Bosa right here on the snap of the ball. Steps outside, you see the quick swim. Just athletically too much of a match.
Whether it's a good move, not a good move, and there are a variety of things that go into that decision making, obviously. Here's a big gainer up the middle.
Lacrosse tradition. Wait and see what happens here. You guys call the game.
They flip it ahead to Stephon Diggs. Play that Ohio State
championship basketball tournament coming here in 2017, and the ratings that we've been able to generate out here have sort of, I think, validated the fact when you bring in programs. So we're feeling very good about what we have here, and we think it's going to grow over time.
C.J. Brown was taken down for loss by Bosa, who's been disruptive again today. Now a screen to Wes Brown, and a big.
And that's something that obviously you take personal. And is there anything the office can do or the commissioner can do to help that besides winning games?
Well, I'm thinking, we've had one good week, we had 2 bad weeks, but that's why you play the game. Credit to the people. Whoa.
Blitz off the corner. Brown got rid of it. Costly time. They won their first Big Ten game last week at Indiana. That was a good win for the conference. It was an Indiana team that beat Missouri. Indiana's win down in 5. Huge play here for Maryland as it tries to fight back in to this Big Ten home opener. 4-man rush, but they get pressure. Now Brown has a lot of running room. 900 yards in his career. 15-yard run there.
Well, you don't want to tell Joey Bosa how to pass rush, but one thing you might want to say is stay in your rush lane. By him going outside the running lane for C.J. Brown, who has 8 career 100-yard rushing games, by the way.
Yeah, shorted him some career rushing yardage. He's actually more than 1,400. Now they find Diggs. So Randy Edsel. Brown, after a slow start, is 6 for 6 on this drive. Swings it out to Wes Brown. Who's dropped?
For the integration of academics and nationally competitive athletics. And it's been that way for a long time, and that's going to continue. Let's see what's going to happen here.
Brown pressured, got it off for another short game to West.
Makes our alums feel good, feel right, and you know, we're going to be fine. I like the momentum. Shane Morris, you know, is out until he's better, and apologize to him and his family for the mistakes that were made.
On 3rd down and 9 after the Buckeye timeout. There's a flag down. It's an incomplete play of the drive. Brown keeps and did well to get back to the line.
Of the officials to the replay to look at calls that officials may make that are off base, to what I would describe the research. We're in a very
West Brown. Well, C.J. Brown and the offense going into a stiff win with very poor field position. We'll see how they play it. He throws an interception. Darren Lee, then he lost the football. It's picked up by Raekwon against the New York Giants. Well, you attack, so you might as well attack now. With better field position, they do come out throwing. Keel Bay.
Rushing 3, dropping 8, keeping everything in front and underneath.
Trooper Tires halftime report coming up in just a moment. But John, quickly as the crowd was back into it after the Maryland touchdown, they're making very little noise now, and even less as Brandon Ross gets
around, so it's difficult to match up and to set a blocking scheme to where he is. He's inside, he's outside, he's everywhere.
Is watching from the bench. He was questionable, was Brown, during the week with a left wrist sprain, suffered in that game last week. Rose pass. Or if they just feel like he was not effective enough. Brown was 11 for 18 in the first half for 71 yards and threw that interception late in the half. He was 8 for 8 on their touchdown drive. Bennett thrown into the fire, and Michael.
And notice they're all standing up. And so they're bringing it from everywhere. And Michael Bennett with a spin move understands where the pass rush.
Live on Watch ESPN. Les Miles hoping for his 100th win at LSU. It'd be a big win at Auburn if they could pull it off.
Really like his gunslinger mentality.
Junior from Landrum, South Carolina, 6'3", 215. And he throws behind Dig.
Virginia this year, running ball.
Running threat more so than Rowe for sure. Nifty run after the catch by Stephon Diggs. 3rd and 4, and they throw a deep ball to single coverage and a nice catch. Caleb Rowe should have snapped it. Aaron Lee was going to be way offside. Keel Bay
Come to throw in the tight coverage and trust his guys, as we just witnessed, to go make a play.
4-man rush. He pulled it down for a moment, then threw over the middle to Lee. He'll get a first down for Maryland.
I talked to Keenan McCardle, the wide receiver coach, and he was saying, you know, we just feel like we have such an advantage. Defensive backs. I think that's part of the reason they went with this quarterback decision.
Trying to get the downfield throws.
Tempo, get it going and snap.
Rowe going deep and too deep and intercept.
Executing that today very well.
Caleb Rowe out of the gun. Had to avoid the raised hands of a Buckeye rusher. He played the entire second half, and really they didn't skip a beat in that win at Indiana. Deion Long wide open. He's out to midfield.
Attacks the weak areas.
Handed it off to Brandon Ross. Wildcats. High snap. Flipped ahead to Stephon Diggs with a big haul. Taken down by. Five minutes to go, third quarter. And Rowe on his family as a younger brother. Only really serves as a father figure. His dad passed away when Stephon was in the 8th grade. Brandon Ross has a first down. First and goal from just inside the 10. Caleb Rowe throws, and it's broken up. And in there before the ball arrived. Ross has a touchdown. Slicing.
He's done a lot of bad things and a lot of good things. This is a bad thing right here. Lack of communication. He comes outside and you're going to have two guys in one gap, which leaves the wide open hole. Then he's met after this play. See right here? There's two gaps. He's got to be inside. He does his own thing.
Running more of their offense with him than they ever did with Braxton Miller.
Well, if you look down, you know.
Rowe threw it up for grabs and Darren Glenville High School. 2nd and 10 for Caleb Rowe. Lucky he got away with that last one. Throw short. Try to line up quickly.
First down, 1 yard to go.
Tomorrow presented by Dodge, 1 Eastern time on ESPN and watch ESPN. Kevin Harvick will be on the pole tomorrow. Rowe throws. Those two